I've been using the SUI versus Solana chart as my kind of compass of, what's the strongest performing horse in the race. And this is what made me allocate all of my money essentially to SUI. Probabilistically speaking, things are very positive going forwards. I see no reason for any fear. Finally, the fabled banana zone chart. The construct is the same. It's not a mystery. It is a repeat of the debt cycle. They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing. Each cycle is not to do with a halving cycle, nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase one of the banana zone, banana number one. The corrective zone, banana number two comes. Another correction, banana number three. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. Off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of the correction zone. That's going to be harder because the next one that happens will have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over.
SUI, a blockchain project that many now consider Solana's main rival, has suddenly returned to the spotlight. Last week, its price rose nearly 25% from $1.86 to around $2.32. But this rapid increase is only part of a larger picture. There are several signs that point to a much brighter future for this rapidly expanding SUI token. SUI was once considered one of the worst performing assets of the year, with its price falling nearly 60% since January. But the situation began to change in March and April when the token showed signs of a strong comeback. Last week, the SUI network saw a surge in stablecoin activity. This increase now places SUI among the leading blockchain networks in terms of stablecoin inflows, surpassing even giants like Ethereum and Solana. To top it all off, renowned cryptocurrency analyst Raoul Pal shared a very bullish outlook for the token. Looking at the daily SUI price chart, Paul believes the cryptocurrency is about to break its downtrend and could be poised for a strong rally. This opinion is corroborated by Capital Fibeck, another reputable cryptocurrency trader, who points to the formation of a falling wedge on the SUI chart. This pattern often signals a breakout, and if that happens, he estimates the price could rise to around $4.80. But the most promising prediction comes from investment giant Van Eck. The company claims SUI could increase by over 350% and reach $10 by the end of 2025. This prediction seems more likely today, as Canary Capital Funds has just introduced the first ETF on the SUI token. This initiative could attract institutional investors, which generally promotes long-term asset growth. According to Raoul Pal, this is why SUI can give more ROI than Solana. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
Why are the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer? Well, scarce assets keep going up in price. Real estate, equities, art, gold, all of these things. Young people can't afford it. Poor people can't afford it because they've got variable income, which is earnings, and it buys them less of these every year. What's actually happening, what that mechanism is a tax on everybody of 8% a year. A global taxation of 8% a year that you don't understand. You just don't get richer by 8% a year. Add in another 3% global inflation, you're at 11% debasement of currency. That's your hurdle rate to stay as wealthy as you are today. That's a staggeringly difficult thing, considering most asset classes don't produce those kinds of returns, which is why so many young people have come to crypto, because crypto completely upends this system. They can't buy houses, they can't buy all of the other things that older people were able to afford. So they forced into more speculative, higher risk assets that have much higher returns. It's the only way out of the trap. And the trap is driven by this debasement. So if you want to see how close the correlation is, and I'll show the full correlation chart later, it basically drives Bitcoin. And what we see is there's periods where it decouples, and these are the banana zones. It decouples what we get is the retail frenzy, and the frenzy into the market cools off, comes back to trend rate of this debasement of 8% or so. But over time, it produces astonishing returns.
Recent SUI market activity has rekindled bullish sentiment in the cryptocurrency world, driven by strong technical patterns and notable on-chain movements. Analysts have pointed to the token's structure as a potential turning point. At the same time, a steady increase in stablecoin inflows, whale accumulation, and retail participation indicated growing confidence in the project's fundamentals. These indicators, coupled with a resilient derivatives market, support the view that SUI's current surge is more than a passing trend. Mosaic Charts published a technical chart showing the token breaking through a key descending resistance line. This pattern, often seen towards the end of prolonged corrections, suggests that the market may be entering a bullish phase. SUI's price rebounded strongly from the $1.40 support and approached the $2.10 resistance zone, indicating continued momentum. Additionally, Raoul Pal shared a similar view in a post the same day, identifying a clear bullish channel and a complete TD sequential count. According to Pal, this technical setup often precedes a price reversal. His chart highlighted a bottom forming near $1.50 and a descending channel toward $4, providing a potential roadmap for a price recovery. SUI's network expansion is accelerating. Paul also highlighted similarities in market conditions, suggesting that Bitcoin could experience a dramatic surge, but without exactly replicating past events. He noted that M2 was following a similar trend to the 2016-17 period, which coincided with Bitcoin's historic rally. This alignment, according to Paul, could signal a significant new development for the cryptocurrency. Paul also emphasized the importance of forming a personal conviction about market trends rather than relying solely on outside opinions, encouraging investors to focus on Bitcoin's long-term potential amid short-term volatility. During the opening day of Token 2049 in Dubai, a lively discussion took place between Raoul Pal and former Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, CZ. Both men discussed the rapid expansion of blockchain beyond finance. In a lively discussion with CZ, Paul kicked off the debate by forcefully predicting that anything that can be digitized will be. CZ agreed, saying that while cryptocurrencies began with commerce, they are now evolving into real-world uses that can make a real difference. The cryptocurrency industry, everyone is looking for short-term gains, CZ noted, adding that his focus has now shifted to helping young developers, that he would like to see products designed for widespread use. He highlighted the rise of RWA, real-world asset tokenization, and discussed the great potential for non-financial blockchain applications, particularly at the government level. Land rights, decentralized identifiers, these are pure blockchains, synonymous with efficiency and transparency. CZ analyzed the untapped potential of blockchain in non-financial areas, particularly in solving real-world inefficiencies. He noted that even in developed countries like Japan, land ownership is still managed using outdated systems, such as paper documents with scratch-off codes. If you lose that piece of paper, it's very hard to replace it, he said. To address this problem, CZ revealed a recent investment in a company called Sign, which develops decentralized digital credentials and Layer 1 infrastructure for governments. Interestingly, CZ also revealed investments in projects that address these same problems, such as Sign, a platform that develops decentralized identity infrastructure for governments.